On this video we're taking a look at our MLB best bets for the games that are happening on Wednesday, April 13, 2022. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. New York Yankees vs Toronto Blue Jays. Over 8.5 runs. And here is why. The New York Yankees will try to build on their win over the Jays from Tuesday. Aaron Hicks had a 2-run home run, while Giancarlo Stanton had an RBI as well in the win. DJ LeMahieu and Gleyber Torres each had 2 hits with a double, while Anthony Rizzo and Aaron Judge each had a double respectively as well to cap off the offense for the Yankees as a team in the winning effort. Nestor Cortes Jr. threw 4.1 shutout innings in the start, allowing just 3 hits while striking out 5, not factoring in the decision. Clay Holmes got the win in relief to improve to 1-0 on the year as a result. Jarrett Cole is tabbed as the likely starter for this one and is 0-0 with a 6.75 ERA and 3 strikeouts this season. I get the allure of either side here, as Toronto's a solid team, but Barrios was batted around in his debut. The Yankees are a nice lineup too, but Cole was also beat around, and these are 2 groups that can do damage. That's why I'm looking at the over here. I think this is a spot where the lineups finally break out offensively and give us a game with a double-digit total. Baltimore Orioles vs Milwaukee Brewers. Milwaukee Brewers for the win. And here is why. The Milwaukee Brewers have scored 10 runs in their last 3 games and 4 or more runs in 3 of their first 5 games. The Brewers have won 5 of their last 7 games when scoring 4 or more runs. Willie Adames leads the Brewers with 6 hits and 2 RBI, while Andrew McCutchen and Christian Yelich have combined for 11 hits and 5 RBI. Corbin Burnes gets the ball, and he is 0-0 with a 5.40 ERA and 4 strikeouts last season. This will be Burnes' first career game against the Orioles. For the second time in just 4 games this season, the Milwaukee Brewers failed to get on the scoreboard. The fact that they lost 2-0 to the Baltimore Orioles has to be painful for the Brewers fans, but given they lost 9-0 to the Cubs last week, this result in Baltimore is not that bad. Adrian Houser, 0-1, let 2 runs on 4 hits in 3 2/3 innings. The 29-year-old pitcher walked 3 and struck out 3 players, but 2 of those walks were in the second inning to load the bases. Cedric Mullins hit a 2-run single and put Baltimore 2-0 up, which proved to be the final score. Aaron Ashby, who came to relieve Houser, pitched 3 1/3 scoreless innings and received praise from manager Craig Counsell. The Baltimore Orioles were pretty much powerless against the Tampa Bay Rays on the road and were swept away in that 3-game series. Still, the Orioles managed to win the first game at redeveloped Camden Yards in front of nearly 44,500 fans and quickly put an 8-0 defeat to the Rays behind. Bruce Zimmerman opened the game and pitched 4.0 innings, allowing 3 hits with 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. Mike Baumann was awarded the win after pitching 2.1 scoreless innings, while Jorge Lopez earned his first save of the campaign. Cedric Mullins was responsible for 2 runs scored by the Orioles, who won 2-0 in the end, even though both Baltimore and Milwaukee recorded 6 hits. Following a disappointing start of the season, I am backing the Brewers to conclude this series with a win. Milwaukee, who won the NL Central last year and finished the regular season with the league's 4th best 95-67 record, cannot afford to lose to teams such as Baltimore, even though it's early and there is still more than enough time for improvement. The Brewers are way better as a team. They have better hitters, a better bullpen, and Corbin Burnes, who will bounce back from a pale display against the Cubs. He was impressive last year, finishing with an 11-5 record, a 2.43 ERA, and 0.94 in 28 starts. There is no way Burnes will have another weak performance, so I am backing the Brewers to get a W here. Chicago White Sox vs Seattle Mariners. Seattle Mariners for the win. And here is why. The Mariners are already in trouble in this series. They were in the fight on Tuesday until a home run bomb from center fielder Luis Robert put the White Sox on top in the 6th inning. It was a defensive slog the rest of the way, with their offense never really opening up enough for them to catch Chicago on the road. Dallas Keuchel knows he needs to be better. The White Sox know he needs to be better. And fans, most importantly, know he needs to be better. But will he be? That's the biggest question mark heading into his 2022 regular season debut against the Mariners. He completely blew it against the Oakland Athletics in the 2020 ALWC, and the team didn't even want him on the mound in the 2021 Alts against the Houston Astros. In case you've forgotten, this is Dallas Keuchel we're talking about, LCY Young Award winner, two-time MLB All-Star and World Series champion. Keuchel went 9-9 last season with a 5.28 ERA, 95 strikeouts and a 1.58 WHIP. Seattle's bats have yet to come alive, and Keuchel will have a chance to keep it that way in front of the Chicago faithful. But things could get tricky in a matchup with the reigning AL Cy Young winner, Robbie Ray, pitching on the other end. There won't be much room for error in this meeting for Keuchel. Robbie Ray is shining like Leroy Green from The Last Dragon these days. The 2021 LCY Young Award winner picked right back up where he left off in his regular season debut against the Minnesota Twins. He had the batting lineup on hush mode in a 7-inning effort that ultimately ended in victory for the Mariners. If there's anyone to march right into the Windy City and hand the White Sox their first loss of the season at Guaranteed Rate Field, Robbie Ray would be the man for the job. His elite pitching at the very least would cushion Seattle's struggling offensive efforts. However, I'd wager the Mariners' bats making some noise against Keuchel, who hasn't lived up to expectations in Chicago. It's a lot of pressure to win a head-to-head matchup with Ray after the disappointing season he had last year. Keuchel is currently the highest-paid pitcher right now in Chicago, but he isn't playing like it. The Mariners will crack enough liners against him at the plate to eke out a win on another gem performance from Ray. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.